Hello YouTube, Damo_23 here and welcome back to another episode of Glory Hunter. In today's episode, we're off to Anfield in episode 13 with a chance to open up a 3-point lead on Liverpool and go ahead with a game in hand with 9 to go. That is correct as things stand. With a game in hand, we're top of the table on goal difference and we currently lead the race of 3 teams on 64 points. If you feature your eyes to the league table as things stand right now, it is us on top with 20 wins in 28 matches, 4 draws and 4 losses with 64 points and a 46 goal difference. Liverpool have done pretty much the same with 4 draws but 5 losses with 1 extra game played and with 40 goal difference, and Man United with an extra game played on top of that with 30. We actually got 2 games on Man United with 1 extra loss on 64 points as well. It is making for a cracking year. I think by that regard, so you could also say that if all the teams like Liverpool, Man United and ourselves falter a little bit more than usual, Arsenal on 59 points may still be in the title fight as well. That means today's episode is paramount if we're going to do the very unlikely double, which is going and winning the championship without losing a game and then winning the Premier League in the year straight after. I don't think any side's ever done that, so we're writing ourselves into the history book as things stand. If you have a look at our run-in, it is quite difficult, but it is also a run-in that we know if we win the games that we have in front of us, we're going to win the title. We got Liverpool today at Anfield, where a draw is massive, a win is great, and even losing this game by only like a goal is not too bad as long as we win the game in hand, which I believe is Bournemouth on the 19th. With that as well, we also got Palace in the quarterfinal of the Cup. We're going on a bit of a cup run. Considering that we've got Arsenal, Man City after that with Spurs and Chelsea, it's going to be more focused on how we're going to go in the league, and when we make the semi-final Wembley, if we do, you're going to get that as an episode as well. With that being said, our run home is as follows: Liverpool, West Ham, Bournemouth, Southampton. Out of those games, Liverpool's the one that we should probably lose. The rest we should, on paper, win, even though West Ham and Southampton are having not bad years. Arsenal, Man City, Spurs, Chelsea is 4 games in a row that are of extreme importance, but extreme difficulty. Arsenal fighting for the title. Man City, even though they're a little bit of a rabble under Simeone and just got knocked out of the FA Cup, they're a side that's, we're never going to be happy to face because it's Haaland. Spurs away facing Ange's men, who, by the way, sit 9th at the moment, and Ange has been sacked, so... And then Chelsea is that one there too. We end with Norwich and Palace, who beat us for our first loss of the season, Crystal Palace. So who knows what happens there. Now, in terms of the team looking in good form. We've actually played the last couple of games with a backup right back that you would not believe is there. Last episode that we all saw here was, I can't remember now. When was the last episode that we filmed? Because it's been 2 days for me. Who did we play in our last episode? Here we go. This is great stuff, Damien. Are we title contenders? Man United and Liverpool. So since the Man United-Liverpool game, right, which is here, or Man City, we have played a lot of matches without YouTube being involved. Now, in that being said, if you want to watch the VODs live, we're currently live on stream, as you can see here, again, live on stream. I basically only, every time on AFM, I'm streaming. Except if it's really early on in the morning for the one game I play with my morning coffee. With that being said, you can go and check out all these runs of game and all the madness on the VODs that are open for 30 days at time of recording. So you can definitely go check them out. But yeah, as you can see, we can recap these results. Villa 1-1, Brighton 3-0. Lost to Wolves who are bottom, but then beat Man United who were fighting with the title at home 3-0. Newcastle 0-0 before we did not lose a game since January. Newcastle 0-0, Fulham 2-1, Chesterfield the third round of the FA Cup we beat. Brentford beat 3-0, 5-0 against Wolves after losing 1-0 to them. Everton we won 3-2 in a game that they kept scoring in, but we finally held on. We beat Wolves 2-1 in the FA Cup, coming back from 1-0 down in a game we absolutely dominated at home. Nottingham Forest 1-0 in a game we had 3.99 XG and only decided to score 1 goal. Brighton we won 3-0, QPR 2-1, and we just beat Villa 5-1 with a team that only played 45 minutes of football and went 5 goals up before starting to park the bus to keep the fitness. What that means with the data hub, if we have a look at that, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you go to team and team performance. We are 3 points above our XG, which is crazily enough, or 3 points above our XG, which is crazy enough. We are 3 goals underneath the goals we're meant to concede, which is actually really good as well. and we're actually 6 points better off from where we should be. As things stand, we should be 2 points behind Man United and Liverpool, but we're currently on top, all equal on points, which shows that we're having a really, really, really good year. Man City, out of everyone, really struggling, and Spurs really struggling as well. Probably why Ant got the sack. With that being said, let's get into this game here and go through what this team looks like for you today. It is going to be Meslier in goal. Mr. Mangala Sar's played his last 3 games at right back due to suspensions, inverted wing back, as you can see. We've had a suspension to Castagne and to Demaril. But yeah, Omar Bombadele is going to not play centre-back. I am going to start Harry Suter here at Anfield because it's a big game. But his name is Jose Marshall. We signed one person in January and this is it. Jose Marshall, release fee from Sporting of 16.25 million. We met it. Have a look how good this boy looks at 16 years of age, 21 years of age, just turned 22. Has got 13 or 14 total stats of 15 plus, and on top of that, he's got a lot of 14s as well. At 22 years of age, there's going to be a lot more development in him. He is going to be a very well-rounded centre-back, and as a ball-playing centre-back, he's very good at what he does. He also loves a big game. He's in great form. Him and Bombadele, who's English and young and will develop, are going to be the 2 main centre-backs moving forward. Harry Suter still had a very good year, and I'm just thinking for height purposes and for the fact that he loves a big game, I'm going to put him out there because he's a man that is steeped in what we've done so far this season. Christensen's been fantastic. Lavia and the Segunda Volante has been unreal. Drewsbury Hall's been scoring goals left, right and centre. Tede is there. Alex Scott's not 100% fit, so we are going to bench him here today and probably play Ian Nacho through the hole, or Harvey Barnes and Lucas Moura, one of the 2. Harvey Barnes on the left and Quoll up top. I think we can't really start Alex Scott. I'm going to go brave. His name is Adam Lynch. Adam Lynch is a good youngster and loves it. Am I going to play Adam Lynch? Am I going to start him? I would have started Rui Alves, but he's not fit. Or do we start maybe a Lucas Moura, who loves a big game? No, doesn't like a big game. Okay. Does Ian Nacho like a big game? Enjoys a big match. I'm going to put Ian Nacho in the hole. It's a weird one there because Garen Cole doesn't have the best of game, then yeah. For those wondering, has Garen Cole developed? No, but he still has 19 goals in 25 games in the league in his first year for us. Outrageous. I don't like doing that either. I would have Drewsbury Hall into the middle and then Ndindi. That actually might be the play here. Drewsbury Hill going forward for 1 game and then going and bringing in Ndindi, who's an out-and-out defender. I think we're going to go like that. Slightly injury trouble there with Alex Scott. Wasn't really playing for that. Thought he was fine. I do see Salah on the list. We see Milinkovic-Savic, who scored the 93rd minute winner at the King Power against us. Virgil van Dijk back there, Joe Gomez back there. It's a typical Liverpool side, banging goals in and looking good, and it's under Jurgen, and Jurgen's fantastic, and yeah. Alisson in goal, fantastic. Trent, fantastic. Gomez, fantastic on FM. In real life, a little bit suspect. Virgil's Virgil. Costa Simicas, probably the one we should be able to get at, but he's really good on FM, and to be fair, in real life, pretty good. Fabinho looks elite still. Gavi's been playing amazingly well for them since they signed him. Savic is Savic. Salah's Salah. How many goals has Salah got this year? Salah's got 13 and 25. How are Liverpool actually going in general? Last loss was to a Champions League round of 16 game away, but they beat... they haven't played Atletico yet. They need a week Atletico at home. That reminds me a lot of PTSD. Haven't lost in the Premier League since they played Arsenal, and they lost to Villa as well, who we just smacked. Who knows? Luis Diaz is fantastic on FM, and then they got Darwin Núñez up top. Bench has got Thomas Hill. Don't know who he is. Thomas Hill, probably a youngster from our academy by memory. Dominic Badgetex, who hasn't got a loan, but fantastic. Kanate, who, if you can pick him up on FM, is fantastic as well. Cody Gakpo, they always sign Tarami for whatever reason on FM. Jordan Henderson, Connor Bradley, Kyan Kellier is the backup keeper. A fantastic Liverpool side. All right, it's Anfield. It's a moment. It's massive. You never walk on and be blurting out, and the atmosphere would be electric here because Liverpool know they probably have to win this game to win the title. If we get out of this without losing, winning our game in hand, Liverpool know, I know they got a tough run in, but if they keep winning games, we're not going to catch them, sort of thing. As you can see here, there is a chance that Man United could be top by the end of today as well. But who cares about Man United? They've got a lot of work to do themselves with the 2 games in hand we've got. It's us and the Blues, Liverpool in that Royal Red, a team that I support in real life, as you can tell from right up there. And well, lads, let's get underway. The longer that we don't see a highlight, the better. As we see a highlight, so I should shut up. Ball back stick cleared. Garen Quoll doesn't win that. Costa Simicas. Gavi. Gavi now, driving, looking, in the rain here at Anfield. Trent can whip in the ball, but we force him backwards to Gomez. Finds Virgil as they go side to side. Fabinho over, great touch. Oh, Salah's in. Meslier saved me. We don't need to be saved because he's missed. Salah's missed. He is mortal. He is human. And it's still 0-0 somehow. Anfield is rocking. Liverpool are flying. And we have barely had the ball. And, well, Liverpool are dominating. But Jose Marshall wins. Harvey Barnes now. Tete making a screaming run. Our first moment forward. Tete in the area. Will he score? He blasts over. Oh, what a moment. Imagine with our first moment going forward, it was going to be 1-0. It nearly was. It nearly was. And it fell to the right guy too. Tete, for everybody wondering, is having an outrageous first year. 16 goals, 8 assists as our first year after spending 40 million on him. And have a look at these stats, and they're just developing. He is a very good Brazilian winger. Highly recommended also. Let's see where we go. Using Darwin as a deeper line forward, interesting. Meslier going into Harry Suter, who I think must still be ball playing defender. We need to change that. Meslier now, Harry Suter, Indindi, Lavia, drives, good ball, Harvey Barnes, Quoll, great touch, Indindi. You can hear the excitement when we beat the press because you're like, oh, can we find a moment? Harvey Barnes presents that feet. Poor pass from Jose Marshall. First mistake he's made. That's a ball to Luis Diaz. That's 1-0. Jose Marshall mistake. The new signings cocked one up at Anfield. We're 1-0 down. And I'm out of water, so I can't stress screen. Shit. Alright. Pass he should make was in the right area. That's the game plan, though. And we don't change for no one. That's the ball we just need to execute. With that being said, Harry Suter, central defender and defend. I apologise. I was making you play ball playing, mate. But there we go. We've got the right guy on the part to find me a goal from centre-back, though. Harry Suter, big boy. Big boy set pieces. Meslier goes long. I don't like when we go long, but Tete will get up towards Virgil but won't win. Lavia, though, picks Savage's pocket. He's been fantastic this year. Tete made a good run. Lavia ignored. Now needs to whip. Doesn't whip. And Milinkovic-Savic wins it back. Ball back to Becker. Forced long. But a good ball out there towards Luis Diaz. Harry Suter wins the header. Castagne. Shrewsbury Hall. Indindi. Needs a runner. Quoll. Good ball. Oh, it was the right ball, but Trent wins it. If they score in 2 moments, we made 2 really key bad passes. I'm going to be livid. Marshall clears it into Salah's head and it falls to him perfectly. Of course it does. Trent now. Good ball. Savage heads. Wide. All came from Quoll presenting, turning, and he had the ball to play and Trent picked it off perfectly. Trent can't defend. We all know this. I support Liverpool, for goodness sake. Suter now. Castagne. Drive. Beat the press of Diaz. Shrewsbury Hall. Tete. Castagne, we're getting squeezed everywhere by Liverpool. This is typical Anfield. Typical Anfield squeezing. Good win by Harry Suter over Darwin. Christensen, back to Meslier. You got Suter and trust your feet, Harry. Lavia, Tete, Castagne making the overlap. Tete beats a man. Harvey Barnes, good touch. Harvey Barnes, he went for goal. Selfish, cuts it. Gareth Quoll, he's hit the post. Garen's got 20 goals for us in the league this season. He hits the post from inside 6 yards. Well, we've played well here at Anfield, it has to be said. We have played really well. Harry Suter, Lavia, Castagne, driving, roaming. Down he goes. I reckon he's outside the box. Milinkovic-Savic fouls him just outside. VAR's going to tell us this in just a second. I really need a drink of water too. Coffee's gone, her water's gone, and I'm losing my voice. Outside the box. Thank you very much, referee. Still 1-0. Now, Harry Suter, back stick. Look at the big boy. Manifested where my mouse is, and Harry's going to knock it in. Shrewsbury Hall. Harry Suter, he didn't jump. The disappointment on my face says it all. He didn't jump. Good ball. Poor from Harry. Liverpool had probably the better of the game, but we stood toe-to-toe, and that's the thing. We have stood toe-to-toe. Highlight right at half-time. Shrewsbury Hall. Indindi. Tete. Harvey Barnes, not going to win that one. Becker picks up easily. Conceding here would be detrimental. Scoring would be over the moon. If it's 1-0, it's 1-0 because we can regroup. They go long. We're going to concede. What a save, Meslier. That's a penalty. Somehow Castagne's got away with that. He has absolutely fouled his man. All comes from apparently Harry Suter leaving it bounce, and even though he's 6'5", hate when that happens on FM. Had Castagne fouled his man. That was cynical. Good boy. Good boy. You got away with it. Well done. I'm going to tell him that I'm not happy. But deep down, I'm like, at Anfield, this is probably as good as it's going to get. We just need to nab one now. Costa Simicas. Fabinho's got too much time there. Virgil van Dijk. It's Virgil van Dijk. Yeah, I'm not going to start singing Liverpool songs here. Gavi. Jose Marcha picks Salah's pocket. Barnes now. Drewsbury Hall. Tede wanted it. Garen Cole's in the middle. And Drewsbury Hall doesn't do too much. Can he win it back off Fabinho? He tried to. He nearly did. Gomez now. Becker. Ball goes long. Castagno heads to no one. He's having a stinker out there. Tede through his man. Latvia with two massive tackles, but Castagno gives it away back to him. Tede's on the floor. Liverpool playing on. Dirty, 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 dirty dogs. Deflection and in. A deflection and in. We have Tede on the floor, rolling around. Liverpool have gone down the other end and scored through a deflection. Pop the ball out of play, you dirty, dirty, dirty lads. In real life, I would love to say it. I'd just be like sucked in, but yeah. Deflection of Harry Suter. Melier taps it onto the post. We're 2-0 down for a little bit of FM cheese, aren't we? Tede's dead. Oh, okay. It could be Pump City right now, boys. We're about to get pumped. Tede's going to come off. Adam Lynch, the youngster's in. Drewsbury Hall's going to come off for Harvey Barnes. We're going to get Lucas Moura in as well. And actually, Drewsbury Hall for Ndindi, to be fair. And Drewsbury Hall's going to go back into the ball-winning midfielder role. Mick, I don't for tactics, but I'll walk you through my tactic at the end of this game. Someone's requested the 4-2-3-1 tactic in the chat, boys. Becker goes long. Should be Harry Souttar's or not. Good save. Harry Souttar's coming off here too. He's had a stinker. Mabambadele. Actually, Demaril. Like for like. Harry Souttar's come off. Big game player. Letting balls bounce and go over his head for whatever reason. Only happens against big teams. They dominate everything else. Why is Drewsbury Hall a left wing? What is this game doing? Sometimes when you do this shit, this game just freaks out. We're alright with that now. We're all okay. Everyone's in the right position. Castagno's dead and I don't have a left back. A right back, I should say. 2-0 down. Need a goal. It's not really coming. Look, goal difference wise, if it's 2-0, it's okay because we're still going to be ahead of them if we win our game in hand on goal difference. We concede another, then we're not. But I feel like we have to go for this. Feel like we have to go for this. Garen's offering in Nacho for sure. Lucas Moura in as an attacking and pressing forward. No, you're right, Mick. I'm going to definitely share it with you in a sec. This is going to be brave. Alex Scott as a wing back, as a complete wing back on attack. Out of position, but off you go. Samada help. Apparently I'm out of subs. Alright. Thought it was one more left. Alright. We go 4-4-2. We're going 4-4-2. Oh, wait. Forgot to do the instructions. Attacking. Go long. Go for Broke. Broke City. Weird place for that to stop. Ian Nacho was about to hit one. Well, 4 minutes left. A goal right now makes things interesting, but I think it's a little bit too late here. A goal is good for the goal difference race, which we're still ahead of. Alex Scott, complete wing back. Gooks to cut one, cleared. Demaril. Back to Melier. Jose Marcha's had his worst game in the shirt for us. It's going to be 3-0. We've got to get hit on the break. So unfortunate. We've actually played really well today. We've played really fucking well today, and FM's just gone nope. First 2 goals have come through a poor pass, and our player's injured on the floor, game's not stopped, and then a deflection goal, and then the third one just comes jump time on the break. How we've not scored today is a little bit of a travesty. That's not good for the title race. So in the title race, we get humbled. Liverpool go 3 points clear. And goal difference-wise, we're equal now. Need to win that game in hand. Well, there we go, chat. There we go, YouTube. If you've enjoyed the episode of me getting pumped at Anfield, give it a like, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and off you go. There's two ways we can look at this. We can look at this and, oh my God, we've thrown away the title, yada, 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 which I don't think you have. You've gone to Anfield and you've lost. That kind of happens most times. Or we can have a look at it and just go, look, I don't know what the data hub's going to say, but the eye test was definitely, there was moments where we had Liverpool on the ropes, we played pretty well, and at 1-0 we were very good value for a 1-1, I thought we had moments. I thought that even in the moments where they scored the first 2 goals, we looked good, we're on the break, we're better decision, we score, or we create a moment. So, I'm happy with that. I know that's a weird thing to say, but you got to remember, it's only season 2. And if we don't win the league after winning the championship, you're not meant to win the championship and win the Premier League. So, as much as I want to, because I've never done it, and it would be crazy to do it, and imagine we win the FA Cup as well, all in 2 seasons, I would almost might drop leave the save, and that's that. But, look, likelihood now, we've got a really hard run home, we probably don't win the league, we fall very close and very short to it. He's only out for 12 days, is Tede, which is thank Christ. And look, next time we see each other, guys, it's Arsenal, Man City is a doubleheader. It's Arsenal, Man City is a doubleheader. And I'll see you guys then. Thank you very much. Catch you guys later. Who knows? The title could still be ours.